Hello, my name is Suzanne Lancaster, and I was looking for some information on pipe fences in the Mansfield area, and came across your website and wanted to give you some tips on how to rank higher in Google to get more customers calling you and have more fences installed. So let's get started. So you have a very nice website. I like the pictures; they're quite beautiful. Whoever did pictures did a great job, and I like that you have a lot of information on here about customers saying why they liked using you guys. But the one thing that you do not have on here is you need some more content. I like your mission statement, why you choose us, the fact that you've been in business for a long time, that's great. But you need to have some more content about the services you offer, such as the fences that you build. So what I would recommend doing is either put them all into one long page or have a page for each type of wood fence and make it authoritative content. So when you say authoritative content, you think of Wikipedia. Wikipedia is like the best online encyclopedia we've ever had. So that's what you want to sound like. So when you talk about wood fence, you want to talk about the type of wood you use, maybe the type of land that's best used for, um, what has to go into preparing for the fence installation, how long it takes, maybe the support you use, and anything like that. Same thing that goes for all these guys. Maybe for pipe fence, the type of pipe you use. I have no idea. I know it's steel pipe, I don't know what type. You know, the welds that are necessary, and all this little decorative pipe in between. What is that called? All that information should be on the website so you can really educate your consumers. And the more education you do on your website, you will get ranked higher in Google for it. Also, these pictures, um, if they have titles on them that are keyword rich, that really helps get you bumped up on Google. So keywords are going to be um, wood fence the city, wood fence backyard, wood fence yard, wood fence residential. Things like that are going to help Google see your website because of all those keywords that are ranking. Excuse me. And then if you have any videos of a fence going up, that will also help. If you upload it to YouTube and then you get a link over onto your website, YouTube is owned by Google now. So that's a good way for Google to know your website's here, and it's going to rank it higher to give you a lot more visibility. And as you can see, I searched for pipe fence in Mansfield, Texas, and there's only a few guys on the front page. I don't think I even found you on the second page either. Oh, that's how I found you. Yep, that's right. So yeah, you need to get higher on Google because that's going to make it that much easier for people to find you. So you want to be higher on this part of Google also. This is called the Google Local, and it is the name, address, and phone number of the local fence companies. And I know you are local to Mansfield, so we need to see why you aren't showing up because you're not listed in the top 4 or 5 that I can tell at all. And since you're local to Mansfield, you really should be showing up. So if you haven't submitted your information to Google, that needs to be done. You also need to submit your name, address, and phone number to all the different local directories that are online now. And the more online directories you get on, the higher you can get ranked in this Google 3-pack. And Blacksmith Fence is the first one. And there's a software called Whitespark Local Citation Finder. And for Blacksmith Fence, he has 104 different citations, which would take a little bit of time, but is completely doable. So that's the first thing I would go after. And then this part of Google right here is called Google Organic, and you want to be as high in this also. I would say if we could get you above BuzzFence, that'd be a good job because these are just online directories. So the way you get above BuzzFence, like I said, was content is one of them. And we need to make sure your keywords are good too. And your backlinks. And backlinks are votes from other websites saying, hey, this guy knows what he's talking about. He is a fence contractor, a fence installer. He has a lot of educational content on his website. So let's look at BuzzFence in terms of these votes. This is a software that looks at the votes from other websites. He has 40 other websites talking about him, which is completely doable. There's ways to go submit your information to different websites to get websites talking about you also. Take some time and effort, but it's definitely doable. And then the last thing you want to make sure is, are you ranking for the appropriate keywords? So let's look at what Mr. BuzzFence keywords are. So fencing, Dallas-Fort Worth fencing, fence installation, and pipe fence. So I would make sure these are on your website in the text, in the title of your pictures, in the tags on your website web pages, which is something that you do on the inside when you're building a website. I would make sure these tags are all over that. Okay, so those are some ideas about how you can get ranked higher on Google, which means more people are going to contact you, which means more fences can be installed. So if you liked what you heard, if you want my help, please call me. My number is 214-236-4678. Again, my name is Suzanne Lancaster. I do look forward to hearing from you, and thank you for watching the video.